Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Browns are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, let's go.
Hurts. That one out wide and intercepted. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Let's go.
Herbert. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
That's another Chargers 1st down. A gain of 15.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive now is successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He gets this to Hampton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. And they just did not get the snap away in time. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Herbert now. Touchdown! Lad McConkey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Judkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the handoff, this is Judkins. Taken down at the 42. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he actually detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Hurts to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain, or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
A run once more with Hampton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On first down, Levy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 13-yard line.
Bailey Tiger. Bailey.
Up the middle, it's Hampton. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Cap it.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 14-0.
14. Browns nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Here's Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Throwing is Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Deion Henley. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. They have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10.
Great. Hey, let's go.
An inside run with Jenkins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one is going to...
And a loose football. And I think the Browns got it. They did. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Great, set. I anyone yet? Hey!
He'll look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. Rasheed Rice as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Martinez. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Set. Ready, run. Set.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
But what they're seeking with an RPO is space for the receiver to make a catch and then make a play downfield, but there wasn't any space available, thus the incompletion.
Ready, run. Set. Ready, run.
They'll work inside here, Hampton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Charger drive about to get going.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 8.
Set. Go.
Here's Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
380. Ready.
On the give, this is Hampton.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Failing tight. 380. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Open man right side, that's McConkey.
And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. On is the Chargers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Here's Hardman to return.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Looking to throw.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
Now Hurts, he's going to do it himself.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense. And I'm not sure if he got a little sloppy with his mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Trimmer.
On the zone read, this is Judkins.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Quinshon Judkins. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Zone read, a give to Hampton. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes your velocities get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Hardman on the return. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 48 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 17 yards out. And the Browns strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, what a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Set.
To the left side, looked at,
And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first down, here's Jenkins. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
No touch that. 180. No touch.
They'll give up the middle. Jenkins. Deion Henley there on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
No touch that. 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 2nd and 8.
Great. Set. 180. No touch.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
No touch that. 180. No touch.
They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. A toss to Jenkins, running right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Great. Set. 180. No touch.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Quinshon Judkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. A shotgun snap for Herbert. It's brought in by Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Martinez.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He finds his man complete. That's Martinez. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. We'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
They'll give it to Jenkins. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
Gain of 9 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Once again, Jenkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Jenkins is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. They'll come up first and 10 here.
21.
Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. That's now his second interception and as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they will take a knee here. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Browns, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.